Today is Friday, May the 24th, 2019. My name is Jeffrey Crivero and I'm speaking with Jordan Klein and Connie Lester at the home of Mr. Klein in Summerfield, Florida. Mr. Klein, thanks for speaking with us today. Can we begin with maybe some of your biography? Can you tell us a little about where you're originally from and maybe some of your upbringing?
Cleveland, Ohio, and my mother moved me down here when I was in Miami, when I was 6 weeks old. I went through school there and went into the Navy right out of school, actually. I didn't graduate. And ironically, when I came back, I talked to the principal and he gave me a diploma. I told him I wanted to go to college, which was the truth. However, my math was bad. So he said, well, you're short a couple credits. I said, well, you can give me some credits. I said, how about you become in math because I want to be an engineer? I said, that doesn't. Now you're particular, you want credits in certain things. I said, yeah, but I'm bad at math. I can't do that. Okay, just get me out of here. So then I got involved with motorcycles and boats, working on all that stuff, airplanes. And that's sort of how I earned my living at that point. And then let's see what I do after that. I got I was in the military, I was in the Navy, and the Pacific, and came home and got involved, ironically, running for the city, the Hot Rod Club, to try to keep us bad boys off the street. And I was a grown-up then because I was 21 years old, and all the other guys were 18, 19. So that was my job, and I did it well. We ended up racing regularly and all that good stuff. Nobody got run over or killed. And then, what did I do? I went to college for a couple of years, which I realized that was a waste, really especially. And I still to this day don't believe everyone should go to college. You have to really want to go there, and for a reason. And like I told my son, Jordan, I told him in the 10th grade, I was going to ask him one time if he wants to go to college. And there won't be any fuss, anything like that. And all I want is a yes or a no. And we'll take it from there. He said, when that time came, he said no. I said, okay. Right now there seem to be more chiefs than Indians, so I think the Indians got a much better shot. And that's what happened. He's been very successful at what he does. He learns quick. He's got a good mechanical mind. And he does very well at what he does, which is filming and so on. And designing, building underwater hardware that we lease. And that's the direction he's taken. He's done, as I said, well. So that's what I do after that. But then I got back in the Navy, and I ended up working in a hotel in Miami Beach, the Versailles Hotel, taking pictures of the clients. And that was very interesting, and I learned a lot about photography. I got a job at the Fort Lauderdale News as a photographer, and that I didn't learn even more. And then I started really getting involved in underwater housing. And I bought the money I saved doing that, I bought a dive boat, actually, from the University of Miami Marine Lab, called the Arbalest. And we took diving trips, probably one of the first diving boats on the East Coast. And I did that for quite a while. At the same time, manufacturing underwater camera housing and selling them to Abercrombie and Fitch in New York, and advertising them in Skin Diver magazine. I got involved with that till the day came that I decided motion picture work was where the money was. So I built some housing for Aeroflex, which was at the time was probably the second best production camera. And then I went to New York and talked to them and made a deal where I traded an underwater housing for a camera. Came back, built the housing, and a very apropos time because Ivan Ford was just starting flipping. And I I used to be at the studio all the time, back and forth, and helping out, building props and sets at the studio and doing filming from time to time. Ivan arrived one day and called me to his office and said, "George, how would you like to shoot Flipper?" "It works for me, sir." And so I said, "Okay, they'll be going over there in about 2 weeks. You go over there and you take over from Lamar Bourne. If Lamar wants to go back to California." And Lamar was a big underwater guy at the time. So I went over there and did that. On my first day, Lamar says, "Let's get in the water." And we got it. And we have, we got to shoot, we'll shoot this back to back. I said, "Well, what is it?" I still remember this. Why, I don't know. But that went by indoctrination. So I said, "Well, what's the shot?" He said, "Well, the boys go over in little dinghy, and we'll just go back to back and shoot it coming, and you shoot it going." Okay, so we walked down into the water off west of Frankfurt Key and in Nassau, and we get there and it's rough and it's dirty. This is ridiculous. So they do a roll and the boat goes over and I could barely see it. And I come back up and he says, "Did you shoot that?" I said, "No." So I didn't either. I'll never forget that. I'll never do that to somebody else. Anyhow, Lamar left, and I shot this movie series. And I did a whole bunch of other stuff with Ivan. And I kept manufacturing underwater camera housings and all that sort of stuff. And designed a bunch of other stuff. At the time I got involved in high pressure breathing air compressors because there were none, except in Germany. So I sent the design over there. One of theirs was 1200 psi to run at 2500, which they did. I bought it, they manufactured it. I bought hundreds of them ultimately and set up makeup compressors. And sold those all over the United States and Central and South America. With nothing but a handshake. Do that today, you'd be slaughtered. And I'm still very close with the family. It's his birthday. It was his birthday yesterday. The son. Anyhow, I did that, and that became very successful. And I earned a few bucks, and could afford to do a few things. And so I bought a boat, a bigger boat, and did all that stuff. And that didn't do a hell of a lot for me because I spent a lot of money. 60-foot boat. Crazy. I couldn't afford it. And fortunately, I finally, okay, stupid, if you take this boat out and have fun yourself, you're going to go broke. So I waited till I got a movie job. And then I chartered it on a movie job and used it for a work boat. And that worked out very well. So I got to use my boat and I stayed out of it a lot. My wife liked it. It was super. What happened then? I don't know what I did. I got to thank the Klein.
That's all right. So you talked a little bit of how you first got involved with photography and diving. Which photographers influenced you, and how did they influence your thinking, your photographing, and your career path?
Ironically, still photography. No one but the lead guy at the Fort Lauderdale News, and he was there for like 6 months when I went on. As far as filming is concerned, the only person that affected me at all was Rico Browning, the director on Flipper, and Lamar Bourne, the cameraman. And those two people are the only people that affected me at all because they were doing what I was doing it. Once Lamar left, do whatever you think is right. And the director, Rico, was very good. He didn't didn't say anything, but I could tell when he wasn't happy. When I shot us, when I did a shot and ended up in the wrong place, or he wasn't happy, he said, let's do that again. And he said, stupid, what'd you do that for? He was very cool, and we're still very good friends. Lamar, of course, died quite a while. And so I wasn't influenced by anyone because I wasn't in a normal business or wasn't doing a normal job. There wasn't anybody else to copy. And then ultimately, of course, there are dozens of people now who are doing it. They did it back then after things got started. But then what happened got bad because everybody who could buy a camera was now an underwater person, which gave me a lot of work out of the yard. I used to do a lot of commercials out of the yard, probably over 100. But what happened was the cameraman, the director or the producers up there will pick the people to take with them down here out of the yard. And I would always say to them, you know this person? Like, oh yeah, I took him to the pool. So, did you see us from underwater? Yeah, of course. Oh, okay. All right. They get down here and they would jump in the water and swim, and they swim like this with their rear end sticking above the surface. If they had their head underwater, they thought they were underwater, and it was impossible. So I'd get somebody I knew to come over and say, well, if they could do it like this, that'd be great. Well, it was impossible. And the people, then when you shoot a commercial, they had storyboards with all the pictures being drawn up by expensive artists. And you say, listen, if we shoot this, it'll be a feature. You got 3 minutes to say all this, or 1 minute. How are you going to say all that? So they said, well, I'm going to shoot it, it'll be okay. So I go down and shoot it their way, as far as possible, and then I shoot it my way. And they call me from the yard and say, wow, thank you for doing that, because we had no commercial. But that was regular, that was probably 1 out of 3 times. So what else did I do? The other thing that I might tell you is one of the reasons I'm doing this, maybe, is because I just had a TIA thing, which is a mini stroke, which made me see words and I'm unable to say them. When I was in the hospital for this one. And then I had another one. I didn't bother going because I knew what it was all about. Supposed to go. I said, yeah, it cost me $4,800 to go there for 5 hours. If I stayed a week there, a day there, I wouldn't have enough money to get out of town. So that happened about 2 weeks ago. And since then, it's been getting difficult for me. I see the words I want to say, and I just can't. I see it spelled out, and I know it's correct, but I can't pronounce the word. So that's going away, fortunately, but it's not going away. So you might have to help me out with some bumps.
Absolutely.
I couldn't remember my sister's name. I can see it. My sister. That's bad. So anyhow, where are we now?
Let's see. So you talked a little bit about your first experience in television and commercials. How did you start getting involved in film? What was the kind of the progression from commercials to movies?
It was the other way around. What happened was Ivan said, do you have an underwater housing? I said, yeah. You know how to use it? Sure. Well, how about Joe Flipper? So we did Flipper, and then after that, I did about 4 features with him. They're on the door outside. And I did about that. Then I started doing commercials because I had some more opportunities on the East Coast, especially in the cheapskates in New York. Didn't want to go to California, so they came down here. did that for years and did a bunch of features on this coast and in Florida. And I didn't take out any diving trips. Once in a while I would take out somebody. I had a friend of mine was the director of the Jackie Gleason Enterprises. I think Frank Sadenstein came down, we went diving. And I happened to be looking at a PT boat, 80-foot PT boat at the time. It was on the wall there. And I said, yeah, if we had this, we could take dive trips for 10 days at a time. He said, okay, let's buy it. How much is it? $25,000. Wow, that's a lot of money. I mean, to tell you, if you had that thing, it wasn't half a million easy. Anyhow, he said, buy it. He said, the one thing I want 30 days on it per year. Okay. So he went back to New York. I rowed and bought the boat. And it was great. I took people out, William Randolph Hearst Jr., a bunch of actors, movie actors, whose name probably did one time, but I can't remember. And one guy going to the Olympics, I remember him from Central America, a skeet shooting or clay pigeon shooting. And he calls me up and he says, I want to travel the boat 10 days, go to the Bahamas. I want you to get, I forgot how many cases, 100 cases of clay pigeons and this much ammo, all that stuff. And he shows up with 4 rifles, or a shotgun, and we leave. The crew, the guy that booked, a deckhand for me, and one other person. No diving, no nothing. Just motored right across the Gulf Stream, shooting pigeons. It was great. I learned how to shoot pigeons. Now let me tell you, you shoot one on a boat going into the wind, and the thing goes like that. It goes forward when you shoot it, and then it just, like it stops. So obviously the right time to shoot it is when it stops. But that was really interesting. I can't remember the guy's name. Really nice guy. So we motored all over the Bahamas, blowing pigeons out of the sky. That was one of the best trips. But then he came down and we went out and Jack Philbin came down and Lisa came down. And I had to take them all to the Bahamas. It wasn't that bad. It's funny. I was on the deck of the boat and it just popped into my mind. Nighttime, about 9 o'clock, and they were all below eating and drinking, whatever they do. And they said, and I was sitting up there saying, wow, someday I'm going to be able to afford a boat like this. And not have to be with those people down there want to do. Bad. You don't want to think like that. Never worked. I got to the boat where I bought my boat, my 60-footer. Like I said, I couldn't afford it. I had to go out on it when I chartered. Because you can go through money so fast it's unreal. I don't get the help. The PT boat held 4,500 gallons of fuel. And when we brought it down, I bought it in Elginak, Michigan, the electric boat company. It was one of their test boats. And I call up ahead for fuel, and I said, I want a tanker. Wait a minute, I want a tanker. I had 4,500 gallons, 4,000. Where are you going to put it in? That's my problem. I come up, put all that fuel in there, I was paying 8 cents a gallon, 100 octane. Lower up and cut down the road. That boat went 67 miles an hour, if you could afford it, the fuel going through it. As soon as I got to Miami, I pulled the engines out, put a couple small diesels in, and then it ran 10 miles an hour. It didn't run over anything. Anyhow, that's why I took the doctor. So I can't think.
That's good so far. How did you become involved in diving? Was that before you started getting involved with the photography?
Yes, I was involved in diving when I was a kid. I mean, by like 14. And we would make our own mask and fins, and because nobody made them at the time. So we would take an inner tube and cut a section of it out, take a thin brass band, real thin, with a screw in the end, and fit a piece of glass in it. Go to the glass guy and say, cut a piece of glass to fit inside this tube, and then put a band around it and tighten the screw, and then just sit there and rest it on your nose. And it worked great. It never leaked like the new mask did. was so soft. And then for diving equipment, it's fortunate I didn't kill myself. My friend, who was a guy named Nolan, exterminator, we went to school together. And we used to go out on weekends and sailboat, sail through the Keys, and be pirates, we thought. But what in the fins, we would take a piece of tire and cut it at an angle and drill holes and screw it to our tennis shoe. So we had fins, and they worked good. And then finally somebody came out with fins on a full angle. But that was what we did. And then in order to dive, we took old milk cans, like a 5-gallon can, and cut the front out and get somebody that we used to weld a plate in there so we could sort of tighten a piece of glass there. Then we took a refrigeration compressor and hooked it up to a hose, which is a quick and easy way to die. If you're down like 10 feet, and you did without a check valve, non-return valve, so the air can't go out, you got to think about this. The air is about a half a psi per foot. So you go down 10 feet, that's 5 psi. Well, like that core wants to come up with it, it'll suck your guts right out. So you would have broken the hose. One of the person in the tank would have been dead. We did that all summer long. And I'm still here. That shows that somebody wanted me to hang around. So now where am I? Let's see. I guess when I was in the Navy, I was in the Naval Air Station here in Jacksonville for about a year. And then I got shipped to California on board a ship called the Trenton, built in 1925, a 4-stack light cruiser. And in that we got to go to missions. And that was great. Of course, I didn't stay there too long. I started this part of the conversation. We were going to tell you something that happened in the missions. If it comes back, I'll try to go back there. Then we came back, and we were fitting out to go to Japan for the invasion. And our skipper comes aboard, comes on the speaker, and he says, "Okay, I want all you guys consider your family, and if they call home, that was too expensive. Write home and say everything you should be saying to them. Blah, 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 because there's a 50-50 chance you're not coming back." Oh, thanks. I needed that for the day. And so, fortunately, our illustrious President Truman dropped the bomb. And that saved our lives, literally. And these people who say you shouldn't have dropped the bomb, they should have had their family out there. If you don't think people were scared, you know you're going there, and you know the Japanese at the time were absolutely insane. They didn't kill anything that moved. We're going to go over there, and fortunately I was sort of staying on the ship, because I was on the ship's crew. But even so, there wasn't a happy thought or a happy feeling, and no one felt very good about it. So it was a big night when they decided to throw in the towel. Everybody was running over there. Everybody took liberty. Nobody asked. Off the gangway to San Francisco. Anyhow, now where am I? Normally I can think of all kinds of things to say. I'm lucky I can remember my name right now.
That's great. You won an Oscar for special effects for your work on the James Bond film Thunderball. But I read that you were filming another production at the time of the awards program. Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about that experience from filming the movie to the award?
Yeah, I had no dream that they were going to get the award. They called me and I talked to them. I forgot the guy's name. It was ridiculous. They called and said, "Can I come out?" guy named John Steers, who actually got the award, was the art director, no, he wasn't the art director, special effects guy. And they said, well, we have to give it to him because he works for Eon Productions, which are the producers. And after four sections of Egypt. What's the queen's name? Was Elizabeth Taylor.
Cleopatra.
Anyhow, there were four sections. There are four different people in each job, in each section, different crews. And they had to give four of them out because the company wanted it. So after that happened, they stopped doing that. They only had one to the production company, the producers. And so I got caught in the middle of that one. Otherwise, I'd have gotten one. He said, don't worry, we'll give you one next time. I said, it's not going to be the next time. They don't produce Thunderballs every year. And so I was came through. And that was an interesting show. There were 40 divers in one scene. And most of them, we had a scour from the state of Florida to get divers that couldn't try to drown themselves. We brought them all over there. I think to start, we brought 20 divers over there. We're going to hire them to swim in that fight scene where they all swim toward each other. And so we put the wetsuits on, but rarely have any of the guys down here worn wetsuits, particularly quarter-inch ones, which is what they brought. So they put it on, and they jumped in the water and going, they bobbed all over. No, you gotta wear weights. They put weights on, put more weights on. They finally put some weights on. But being quarter-inch, the old type suits with open foam, they started going down and then they fill. There's guys coming up, coming from their ears, they pop their eardrums, they're going screaming and yelling and jumping up and down. So if they come out of the water, say, go get dressed and go to the airport, go get dressed and go to the airport, bring another 20. We went through 60-some divers, certified divers from the state of Florida before we got 20. It was pretty fantastic. But to watch those guys jumping in the water and just bobbing, and you say, no, you can't go down that way. And then we start saying, just hold on when you add weight. Don't add. Try to swim down partway because you're going to go down once the suit compresses. Impossible. But I built a set, this thing, for Thunderbolt. And I just printed that with my 3D printer. And then I got that, and I wish I had not let it get destroyed. It got destroyed. The sleds I built, 13 sleds. I sold those to the production company because I leased them to them. And so the last one of those I just sold at Southern. And then I had the original one of those, the original model, which is about this big, of that I used to build it from. No drawings, I didn't have any drawings. I amaze myself when I think about that. They sent me a model like that one there, with a black and white one. And I said, I can't build that because those fins on back won't take the water pressure. So I said, how about I make one? So I took plaster of Paris and I made that. Only about this big. Shipped it back to them. And they said, okay. Ken Adams said, okay, build it. No conversation. I don't want to get any more conversations. We got enough problems for us to get this thing done. No one wants to build it. Okay. So I built it. And I built it on 3 55-gallon drums out of steel rebar, which was a mistake. Had I known what I wanted to keep it, because everything rusted. And then I put chicken wire over the top of that. Then I used 2 55-gallon drums of putty, fiberglass. And I smeared it all over there with sand and smeared it. And I didn't have any lofting, no drawings, nothing. And I made it by walking over to this bit and running my hand on it, then walking over to that, running my hand on it, looking at it. Sand this, sand that. It took us a little over a week of puttying and sanding to get it where they were very happy. And so was I, actually. I think that we did that without any drawing. No dimensions. I just said, okay, let's make it 16 feet long. Let's make it 10 feet wide. It's going to be about 4.5 feet high. I'll start making all the stuff inside the batteries and the battery boxes and the equipment and the way to charge it and the way to bring it to the sort of balance it up and down. I'll do all that. You guys keep sanding. So there was 2 guys sanding and I was playing with wires and tubes. And then I put 4 spear guns in the front. So I had two big bottles of air up there. So the guy comes over. Anyhow, he comes to look at everything. And supposedly would give me money. Because the deal was give me 50% now and the balance at the dock or before I leave or whatever you want to do. So I had a hell of a time getting money from him. Colonel Rushan was his name. He was supposedly the trouble fixer. I called him the troublemaker. Because every time he'd leave out of the having trouble, he'd say he forgot to leave the money. Maybe he didn't want to. I said, yeah, you catch on it quick. So here's the deal. It's not going on the boat until I get 100% of the money. And so they said, well, we'll talk with them, okay. So the day came and went, and I got a trailer down to the dock to go to Nassau. And the guy said, okay, we got to load that, we'll leave. Okay, leave, I don't care. Oh, that way, take that. Well, you can't take that. It belongs to me. To make a long story short, they had to hold the boat till the next morning, and our friend Rushan had to fly over from Nassau to check. So why didn't you just do that to start with? That was the deal. You knew what the deal was. That's not a surprise. Put it on the boat. So then I fly over there, and they're shooting the scene. I don't know if you saw the picture. They're shooting a scene where the girl and him are on the beach, and he bites what do you call it? From her foot. And he looks up, and he turns and he shoots the guy behind the tree, and he says, I guess he got the point. That was what he said. While they were doing that, I was arguing with not Kevin Brown. And we ended up yelling at each other. He said, what am I getting for my money? I'm going to get this and that. No, sir, I'm not Ivan Torres. He's the one that contracted. All I did was put the thing on the boat. Yes, but you haven't put it on the boat yet last night. We don't want to get into that. That's resolved. Why do we want to start another conversation about something that's done? Yes, but what am I getting for my $360,000? When you think about that, that's what we paid Ivan for all the underwater work. I didn't realize that. $360,000. I charged him $36,000 for the sub. How could Ivan do? Ivan was the worst businessman. It's terrible. And so I said, okay, so I named David Middlemoss, who's the production manager, comes up to the next part, so pulls me away. I was go back to the office. So okay. He doesn't do any of this stuff. He just gets like to come and get upset all the time. Okay, so I went back to the office. And then I said, I got an idea. So he said, what's the idea we're driving? I said, Bond doesn't have a briefcase or any of that stuff like he always has in a show. Yeah. What if he had some kind of a backpack that did everything? Fire guns, laid smoke screens, and sped him on his way. Yeah. But we don't have that. I said, we could have that. I can build that for you. So he said, yeah. It's Saturday. And you have it here by Monday at 8 o'clock. We were shooting him's office at 8 in the morning. I said, if you get out of my way, we can. I came rushing back. And I built that thing that he's wearing. And it does everything someplace. Anyhow, he goes to the water, of course he's pulled with a amount of film. He can't go that fast with the water, but it propelled him. And then he had 2 explosive heads that fired off his headlight, and I don't remember the whole thing. And I got there at 5 minutes after 8. And so, it's free. No, I got a hammer. So they laughed and they just in time. I said, well, glad you got here. It was great. We don't have anything else really with anything in the show. So that was good. So anyhow, and then she walks in and says, "Where'd that come from?" I said, "He brought it." He? So I said, "I thought he was the guy that causing all the trouble." I said, "No, the guy that's causing all the trouble is the guy you signed a contract with, and he's in England. I mean, he's in California. Well, what's he doing here?" I said, "Gee, I'm going to get out of here. This is insane." So, mid-boss said, so I left. But that was a good show. I mean, that was one of the greatest shows I've ever worked on. People were great. Everybody was professional. All the divers were divers once we resolved that. And I was supposed to be filming. I was supposed to be one of the cameramen. And I supplied one of the camera packages. And then the first day out with the sub, the guy crashed it. So I worked all night until about 2:30 and got it working again, putting the water in the harbor, a couple bars, checking it out. So then I said, "Okay, here's the deal. You're going to get somebody else to shoot." No, I can't shoot because otherwise we're going to do this every night. And not everybody knows how to put this thing back together. So I'll run this up in the daytime. If I crash it, I'll fix it at nighttime. And that's what we should do. So then Chapman, the head of the studio in Miami, flies in and he said, "How could you do that? How could you what? How can you reassign people? You know, what are you doing?" I said, "Well, I'm doing what's got to be done. I pretend my name is Ivan Torres and I make a decision." So what are we doing? "I'm going to do this. They're going to do that." "Well, where am I going to get a cameraman?" I said, "You can get them all over Miami. Just check on the street, walk down the street." So he calls up and he gets a room. So good. So anyhow, that worked very well. One day I spent me and the guy that was in the front, spent the entire day in the sub, underwater, going in and out of the bomb carrier, without ever coming up to change tanks. Bring us a tank, give us a tank, put it on, take out our bottom launch, take the thing off, put it on the other tank, put it over back, get it. 8 hours. Till I get sick that night. We're on the way home in the limo, and I said, "Stop the car," and I opened the door and hung out. Was I sick? So I said, "I gotta get it at 4 in the morning, take me home. I don't want anything to eat, take me home." 4 o'clock. And you get up and go. But it wasn't difficult because I kept thinking about the dollar signs. But that felt pretty good. So now what are we going to talk about?
What are some of the other techniques and innovations that you've developed over the years that stand out to you?
I've built all kinds of stuff here. I used to think of all kinds of stuff. My wife says, "Why don't you stop talking?"
That's all right. If something comes to you, we can always come back to it.
Yeah.
If you can, I know I read you did some work for the U.S. government in addition to your service. If you're permitted to do so, can you share with us how that came to be and maybe some memorable experiences working with the government?
Yeah, we were photographing submarines, nuclear submarines, out of the tongue of the ocean, and also out on the other east of Lutheran. Those two locations. And we dive off the boat, not a small boat. We would jump the water down. I got in down the Rockland myself. Did it most of the time together with the team. And I heard that the reason we got it is because they killed 2 divers with a sub going at 20 knots. I heard that after we had done it. I said, oh, great. At least now I know what to expect. I wish I'd have told me that first. But what we did was bounced, get off the boat. The big boat was 145 feet. It was full of all kinds of scientists and people like that there. And we get onto our 16-foot boat, outboard, motor out. First we build a thing like a goal post, a big H, and put it where the bottom of the H is at 125 feet. And the sub, believe it or not, could go between them. The sub would make figure eights between them. And my recollection was that the figure eight was like 6 or 8 miles top to bottom, horizontally, of course. And the plan was we would stay there, hang off with the cameras underneath the boat, the little boat. And he'd give us a roll and we'd dive down to 100 feet. And the whole idea was to get pictures of the sub going past and get specifically the bubble patterns. That's what makes movies. And some interesting things happened. Well, we were going like 12 knots. And then we started going faster and faster, and they didn't tell us. They got up to 20. And, you know, we got to the point where we realized, because the guy up in the boat was giving us hand signals, I'm coming from here, you know, run with you. And so we got to the point where you're looking, here's the submarine go through here, and you look like this. Believe it or not, if you're looking like this, the sub is coming by over here. That's fast. So, you know, it makes you sort of nervous. So I'm going back and forth. So then I wanted to get some shots pretty much down the side of the sub close. So I'm looking back and forth. When I got to here, the sub is coming, and I'm looking right at the center of the bow. Not the bottom or not the sail. And obviously I started swimming hard, and the bow goes right under and misses me, and I'm swimming, and here comes the sail at me right now. And I'm swimming. And I got to the, fortunately, there's a bow wave where we're pushing water. And I figured, man, I'm going to splat. It took me up like that over the top. And I put my hand in front of the camera, not on purpose. I didn't know the camera was even running. And pushed myself off and the sail went between my legs. When I said that to Washington, to the lab, the guy said, this is put all over the War Department, all over the Pentagon. I mean, everybody's seen this already. I said, well, so I'm chipping in or something worthwhile. I'm not doing it again. So, and then another time I did it, when I first started doing it was winter time, and we stopped the submarine surface. This one was out in the Gulf Stream. We surfaced the surface. We could pull up alongside of it, and we had a 28-foot boat, and the guy says, okay, so goes to the side, I stop the balancing. So I throws a rope and I jump on the balance tank, and I'm pulling myself up. And of course I got my wetsuit. And he said, somebody wants to see you below. I said, oh, what? I don't know. Just a sailor. I don't know. Somebody wants to see you below. Okay. I know that guys are really unhappy, particularly when they get salt water down there. So I go down the ladder, I go down the walkway, and like this. I'm walking down there. Okay, go to the wardroom. So I step in the wardroom, and this guy looks at my feet. And he says, are you the diver on the port side? I said, yes. So said, you don't breathe very much. I said, well, I think I skip breathe all the time. What's that mean? Anyhow, it was the father of the submarine. It was the father of the atomic submarine. Admiral Rickover. It was Admiral Rickover. And I'm standing there. He said, okay, you go now. All over the boardroom. Very well. So then, to make matters worse, when I go ashore, they put this is what we were transferring it to the mine peninsula at Fort Lauderdale. He puts it, the guy walks up with a briefcase and puts it on my wrist. I said, well, I got a wetsuit on. So he said, well, cut it off. I said, what? Make a long story short, he hands me a ticket. I gotta go to Washington to the lab, take it to the lab there, and carry it. That was when they first started doing the cavitation, the rope cavitation. That's what they were trying to resolve. Because the propeller was making a big rope, and that was making a lot of noise. That's no longer classical, I was told. And so, I go home, put on a pair of shorts, and a button shirt, and cut the sleeve. Get an airplane, land, and I look out the window of the National Airport, and it's snowing. I got on shorts and tennis shoes. This is crazy. So I get out, I'm in the taxi, and I said, we're driving, and oh, stop there. And I'm walking around with this stupid briefcase. So he said, what do you want to do? I said, I'm going to get a jacket. I still got the jacket. It's a fur, fleece lined, corduroy piece of crap. But it saved my life. I was late, so I didn't even stop to get pants. Figured to get me out of there, and I'll get rid of this thing, and they will become a human being and go get clothes. This is what happened. I couldn't believe it. I looked out the window, and there's snow. Anyhow, that was one of my better trips, and then we did a commercial over there in Davis Harbor, which is the southern tip of Plymouth, where it was shell plant about shell gas, but specifically the plant formates, which gives you better mileage. So that's when they had the two engines, one running on platformate and one not. And I had chrome-plated propellers, and I had motors, I had a camera underwater, photograph both propellers, showing one stopped and the other one didn't. So only a company doing a commercial could think this way. They got the thing all rigged. They bought a brand new Bertram. And I put a whole big transfer in because I was going to pull a load off of it. They built it for them. And then I put the thing, there's going to be a picture of it someplace. Anyhow, I'll be over there. And we get, so I rented a Grumman Goose, so that I could get from, because they needed shot going over, shot arriving in Governor's Harbor. And so I flew ahead, I saw that boat coming, they didn't come right by the wing, I jumped in the water, went over. And then I had how the hell did I do that? Because I had to get the engine stopping in the boat. So how did I get it? I don't remember. Maybe somebody else did. So I packaged the whole commercial. And then they pulled into the harbor, but it was a nightmare. Running and jumping ahead. And the last one I just barely landed in time. And I see the boat coming already, and I jump in the water, and the guy goes over. But that's the kind of craziness. Okay. And they spent a fortune. He meant Vinegar. Oh, and I made a special deal and I bought the Bertram. I use for other movie jobs, doing the same type of thing, photographing under the bottom of the boat. It's really neat looking under there, going fast, jumping out of the water in the Gulf Stream. And in shallow water, it's real clear, and not real clear, but real bright. You can see the entire bottom of the chrome color of the boat. Yes. That kind of stuff looked good. So maybe then I built some submarines, those little ones up there, regular two-man subs, and sold them to the government. Somebody, I don't remember who, built 5 of them. And then that submarine up there, that fleet sub, next to my picture, I went through the torpedo tube in that. Not fired, obviously. It wasn't a leaker. They put, you get in, and it's 21 inches in diameter. Well greased. You get in, nothing happens. Everything is so full of grease. You take your tank up and put it in first. Then you try to move yourself forward. And then the guy has your life in his hand because if they put a little bit too much pressure in, so he can't do it automatically. He can't charge the tube. He's got to pump it in manually, real slow. And that takes quite a while. And it's so dark in there that you can hear it because you can hear every sound in the sub. And it's black. If you get claustrophobia, definitely don't want to think about that. So we get out there and get to the end, there's somebody behind me. So he said, come on, move. I said, well, push me. I can't move. I can't get any traction. Finally got up to the front, grabbed the edge of the door, and pulled myself over. So then your ears are hurting, and he's there with too much pressure. So then he has to now equalize the pressure. He has to open the door and let water come in. Once he does that, a little bit of water goes in and pressurizes. Not good. Ever since then, I can't go down deep, or I can't go down fast. It takes me a couple of minutes to get down to 30 feet. I get just sharp pain. It was fun. At the outside, I got pictures. Someplace, I thought I had some on the wall. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever. So where are we now?
Well, if you would, I read a little about this airboat front-end loader concept that you were developing. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's a stupid situation. I've only taken step 1 so far. Step 1's out there on the airboat, and all it is a couple of pipes going along along each side, going across, and then 3 pins going down there. You can pull the pin out, and when you want to push something, you pull the pin out and slide it down, pin back in so it stays there. Do that with them. And then put up to some weeds or something, and then push it. The next step, obviously, was to get, instead of pushing it, just to get it out of the water and burn it or something. I haven't gotten to that stage yet. It's simple. It's just a matter of seeing if it's going to work, because the front of that boat is not built for anything like that. It's very thin, because they make airboats as light as possible. So I'm just now in the starting stage of the pushing. Like that's what I'm doing today. That's why I was looking at the gas for. And I tried it already a little bit, but I ran out of gas. And it pushed it, but I don't know how much I can push. I don't know. First of all, it was a big island, like here to the corner, And so I broke it all up. That worked good. Pushed away from shore. That worked good. And then I went over the top of a couple and got to the last one. And I got no reverse. If I had reverse, it would be great. Then I could just put some wires or cables on those things and pick them up and motor all over the place. But, so I rode over and then put the things down. I had to get down from up above before I run the boat, let them down, then get back up. And then I pushed them all apart. I broke them apart wherever they would break. And then I realized that it's deeper and closer to shore than it is over there, because I ran aground with them, a couple of them, and they decided to stop moving. But, so now I got to push them back. But I had no idea it would be deeper against shore than it was out. I'm talking about like from here is the shore, and this is deep, and from here up to the glass it's shallow. It's not like the channel that's wide. And that's where we always used to come in and out. Now it's the shallow place. Anyhow, so that's the plan. So I don't have a piece of equipment that's all drawn up and ready to go. I have a piece of equipment that my granddaughter welded together for me. And didn't break. Surprising. I'm putting a crazy load on it. Pushing a load way down here. So once it bends, they start breaking. Piece goes across here, pipe goes down here, and you slide a pipe inside of that one down deeper. So the leverage here is pretty substantial. So I'm afraid if I push very hard, it's going to bend that or just break some of the weld. She did some good welding. I mean, when it's galvanized, which is hard to weld. So much for her. She's building little models and stuff now. I don't know if you've seen any of them. They're great. Got an alligator back there she built. With springs and gears and crap. She's into that. But I don't know anybody else's granddaughter that's a welder. A certified welder that welds for Martin Marietta. I'm even impressed. So anyhow, where are we now? Let me look at some of the pictures. I used to ocean race, and I won the around Miami Beach Regatta. That was fun. Broke the boat into pieces just about. There it is, one from biggest hole in the air. And next to it is a 8-foot PT boat. And next to that, of course, is a submarine, which I don't know. What else? I got involved with cryogenic breathing for a while, to where we could use liquid air in a stainless steel door, which is a vacuum tank, like a thermostat, and it stays liquid at minus 320 degrees Celsius. And it boils. That's when it boils at 320 degrees. So I built a little coil and a regulator, so as it boiled off, you could breathe it. And that little tank is a picture of the up there with a little stainless tank, which went for 4.5 hours. And you got to put weight on it to get it underwater. So that was interesting. And I got ready to sell it. So I got ready to sell it, and it dawned on me that oxygen and air, oxygen and nitrogen rather, boil at a different temperature. Therefore, somewhere down the road, you're going to poison yourself. Uh-oh. I think I'm going to quit. I'm not an expert on this kind of stuff. I just had an idea. So I stopped. And I said, well, maybe I can sell it to some unsuspecting guy. So I sold it to somebody. I told them, Wire Mold Company, and from Boston, and they bought it for $15,000, which bailed me out. And they said, "Oh, they can solve that problem." I said, "I'm not even going to try. It sounds too complicated to me." And later, that was the end of that. Well, that's what we did.
So you mentioned your son Jordy also works with developing
Yep.
photography.
Yeah, he has all kinds of good ideas because you can't afford it.
Mm-hmm.
It costs money to do that. Yeah. So when I was doing it, I was lucky. There was nobody else doing stuff. So I could do it and it would work. Great. It didn't work, it didn't cost me anything to speak. But I said, no, don't do that again. Not interested. That picture in Life magazine, I I took one of the first jobs I ever took, taking pictures, and that was with Disney in 1954. And the person in that suit, ironically, was the person I met, and was a lady who later worked with a great deal, Rico Brown. He was a diver, and he wrote Flipper, and the rest, like he says, history. We put a lot of stuff together. There's the tank, the garage. Nice stainless tank, pretty.
That's pretty much all the questions I have for you. Did you, we appreciate you sharing your story with us today. Is there anything you'd like to add? Any final thoughts to share?
I'll probably think of a bunch of that.
You can always come back for a second.
Well, if I do, I'll think about it. I should have looked at that thing. Where's that thing I gave you? Is that it?
Oh, please.
No. Yeah, this. There's somebody wrote this a long time ago. Talks about swimmer school. Hi.
I'm Tammy.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Tammy Stone. We talked on the phone.
Okay.
Hey, and you don't remember me. You just would probably remember Sarah Fuller.
Yeah.
I was her assistant. Well, I'm
Hi,
Tammy.
how you
I
doing?
just wanted to come
Jeff,
and
pleasure to
say
meet you.
hello. Is there anything I can do for anybody?
Yeah, bring a pack of hundreds.
Pack of hundreds? You're definitely talking to the wrong person. Did I mention I'm a location scout? I'm a location scout. You can't
Okay.
get hundreds out of a scout.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
All right, I will see you all later. I'm gonna go head up to my cabin in Palatka unless anybody needs anything. Thank you for doing this. All right.
Thank you.
All right, I love you. See you later.
All right, we'll see you.
Thank you very much for doing this.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Call me if you need anything.
Thanks.
Is there a favorite place that you have to dive?
Yeah, it's in Australia. There's some great places in the Bahamas also. But Lady Elliot Island was pretty good place. We got sharks, we got everything. That's it. First got there. We gotta, here's my list. We gotta get some turtles. And we gotta blah, blah, blah. So the guy said, okay, we'll do that in the morning. Huh? Sure. Go out there and there's ledges. About 20 feet of water. Stand on top of it. Jump in. And they're sitting there. They're parked there. Like they're in drawers. There's a mega. Mr. Diving. Which one do you like? Oh. That one. Okay.
Sure to see.
We're done. I thought there's something all day. The same thing with sharks, the same thing with rays. And rays.
What's the most difficult place to dive?
Will be a place that I wouldn't know. If you have any ideas, let me know and I'll do something. I'll think of something. Centric with that. I already got a bunch of ideas I just found out on my computer yesterday.
Thanks.
How has the ocean itself changed over the time you've been diving and being around the ocean?
Really not that much, although that's getting dirtier and obviously there's less animals in there. And that, it's wet. And it's dirty. Most of the places are usually crystal clear. Or not. when I was a kid in Miami Beach. Biscayne Bay, it's a water ski circuit, there's skis. And you can see the bottom, just clear through the mountains. Brown Fisher Bottom, all up there, see the falls play out the fields, and right along the edge. Really clear on the fields. Great now you go there, it's like throwing a rock in mud. So that's changed, that's for sure. The oceans are much better. And of course the plastic doesn't help. That's anybody good. I don't know how that's going to be resolved. Can't resolve our center either, so that's a surprise. If we can't resolve the way we govern ourselves, don't worry about the ocean. I don't understand. I just still wonder if somebody's got to tell me what our president did. I wish I could find out so I could do that. I don't know. I can't figure it out. I can't demand it. So I guess if I come up with anything, I'll certainly yell at you.
You're great. Thank you so much. We appreciate you sharing your story with us.
No problem. I don't care much about it.
Oh no, we got a lot of good stuff.
I don't know if you're interested or not, but
Huh?
his granddaughter is out working. She's also in the industry, and then I am, of course. So my daughter. So
Yeah, I
I don't
told
know if you
her.
want to get any.
Yeah, that would be good. I told her she's my favorite welder.
She's a welder.
Welding.
That's so cool.
And she works with me a lot of times on it.
Wow. Very cool.
Yeah, I told her more about you already.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, thank you very much. This has been Jeffrey Cabrera with Jordan Klein and Connie Lester at in Summerfield, Florida, on Friday, May the 24th, 2019. Very good. Excellent.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.